Shalom, family. Glory be to God. May the evening find you at peace. Let's jump right in. There was a man on TikTok with a very high IQ, very high. He's some kind of physics engineer or something like that. He has one of those lofty careers that takes a whole bunch of brain. And he's come to the conclusion that we live in a simulation. A simulation. You know, which AI says it because something has to be studying it. Something has to be controlling it. And it has to come out of what you would think of as a mind, a thought process. Now, years ago, I said, The Matrix. The first time I seen that movie, I was in awe. All I wanted to know is who wrote that book and how did they know? How did they know? One of the things or aspects about of the Matrix was um, everyone is in these containers holding human beings. They treated them like one big battery, and they kept them asleep. But they never understood that they were asleep, because from their very birth, they've carried wires that transmitted images into their brain of being a baby, having parents, a toddler, going to school, and this is their life. This is what functions as the battery that is powering everything. Now, some people, no one per se is an enemy. Okay, follow me. But because of the power of the hive, and you see the connectivity of the big ass batteries, each connected to each other, thinking that I'm the mother, I'm the father, you the baby. Think of it that way. Just images into a subconscious state that you never open your eyes from beginning to end. And then they flush the toilet when they're done with you. You're 50 years old or so, making arrangements. That would mean that you're more like pawns on a chessboard. And everything has a spiritual aspect to it. That's the twist in the whole thing. They almost got away with it. Oh man, forgive me. They almost got away with it. Now, in the Matrix, there's this character, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, particular scene. There's a young man being spoken to about how the Matrix works. And for the most part, he's understanding. But walking past him as the conversation going on is this beautiful woman that he can't help but take notice. And as the woman passes by, he turns around and look. And the woman has a pistol at his head. And the man says, freeze, stop. And the simulation stopped. Can't stop. It can't stop the virus. Because unwittingly, the same system that it has created with babies and ladies and all this, while they still unconscious or subconscious, it travels through every last one of them. They're all connected to the same battery, or the same device that treats them as a battery, rather. It infects the entire system. Now, this what when it gets crazy, because Mr. Smith detects this, and there's this, he don't know where they are, because unlike them, he's trapped in one realm. He can only act there. And he's trying to figure out how are they doing this. I know they were here. But anyway, it kicks off a big war. But the spiritual aspect would be this. And really, you know what? I'm really down that I want to even talk about that aspect because people are so thin-skinned. 4 minutes, man. 4 minutes. I count. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, maybe you know something we don't. I mean, are they here? Well, yes. Yes. So watch that series. I mean, the Borg. It's on YouTube. It explains it all. And the Borg is not something. Here's what mankind made. Well, did mankind make a mistake, or did he? No, he just blind. He could never see the Borg coming. The Borg is a different kind of enemy. The Borg is not something you fight. It's something you flee. Not fight. There's no winning against them. It's not a real state at all. They're just kind of there. They have no power. They have no way of doing anything. So what do? You invade a country or in this case, another world with this consciousness. Okay? And once you have done this, then the inserted consciousness dominates the consciousness that was once there. So you can't expect the Borg to be any more than man was because they're operating off collective memory that's already there when they got there. They don't have a memory. Remember, you would say that they don't exist. That's how flimsy their existence really is. If you could see them. I mean, for real. You have to understand that the Borg is a singular. This is what they do. I keep saying that you're living in Revelation. When the man broke them seals and started reading off the charges and reading off the punishments, it was too late. It was too late. And he didn't just arrive. I mean, the guy, I like to say that God had to look for the nigga because he say he was not found in heaven and he wasn't found in the earth or on the earth. So why was that nigga? And then all of a sudden it will be no more. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Think about that. I am Source. I am Seven. I am One.